We could do this all night.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be kind of like a jump off video from my original how to start a YouTube channel video. I filmed that video last year when I had like 50,000 subscribers, and within that year my channel has somewhat exploded from 50K to almost 250,000. So I am just in awe. I really wanted to put together this video to share with you guys how to become a successful YouTuber, in a sense that I feel like over this past year I have learned a lot of things, and I want to talk to you guys about some things that not all YouTubers talk about, and just share with you guys some editing tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. So I really do hope that you guys enjoy this video, and if you guys haven't seen my original how to start a YouTube channel video, I'm going to link it down below because I filmed part 1. This is going to be like kind of part 2 where I answer some of your frequently asked questions and address anything as it relates to like sponsorships, music, all that kind of stuff. So watch that video first and then come over here and watch this video, and yeah, that's all I have to say. So let's go ahead and get into the nitty-gritty. So the very first thing I want to talk to you guys about is sponsorships. This is a topic that I got a lot of questions on in my last video, so I want to touch on it just a little bit. I want to tell you guys the difference between sponsorships and the difference between doing things in exchange for barter. Pretty much sponsorships, they mean that you are getting paid to make that particular video, and when you do things in exchange for barter, that's pretty much when a company sends you products and they don't send you payment along with it in exchange for a video. So let me give you guys a prime example. You guys know that I do get Anastasia Beverly Hills products sent to me. That is me doing something in exchange for barter, but that's not necessarily the case always. So let's say Anastasia sent me some of their new cream contour kits. They're not necessarily telling me to use it in a video. It's just kind of like, here's some of our new items, use it if you want to, you don't have to, because I'm not getting payment sent along with that. Now, when a company is sponsoring a video, they will send you the items and they will also send you payment along with it. So I kind of wanted to clarify that part of it, because a lot of these do get confused when someone posts an FTC that says these products were sent to me but this video is not sponsored, because a lot of people don't really know the distinct difference. Now, as it relates to sponsorships, I personally don't have a problem with sponsorships. In fact, I always get tons of emails as it relates to brands wanting to sponsor particular videos for me, and it's kind of overwhelming sometimes. And if you are a smaller YouTuber, it may take you a little bit to get to that point, but I want to let you guys know that you can't jump on every sponsorship that comes your way. You kind of have to be very picky. You have to choose, maybe do 2 sponsor videos a month, maybe even do 1 sponsor video a month, because at the end of the day, you are your own brand. You never want to sway your viewers the wrong way, and you want to be that picky, because when you are that picky, your viewers will really take that into consideration. Your viewers will really respect you more, because you are only putting things on your channel that you truly know, you truly love, and that you truly believe in. Now, if you are a smaller YouTuber, it can be a little bit harder for you to gain sponsorships. Trust me, I was once there. And one thing that I did notice when I was a smaller channel was that there were marketplaces that you could go to gain brand deals. And one of the marketplaces I want to mention in this video is called GrapevineLogic.com. GrapevineLogic.com is actually sponsoring this particular video, so I wanted to, kind of put that out there for you. Now, pretty much what it is, it's a marketplace for YouTube creators like myself to gain sponsorships, and they also released a new tab on their website which is called the Match tab, which is something I personally really like, and I use the site a lot more for the Match tab than I do sponsorships, just because I don't do tons and tons of sponsorships, but when I do, I really like to use Grapevine because they have a marketplace and the layout is so simple and so easy to use. They pretty much just lay out all the brands that are looking to do sponsored videos. You can kind of pick and choose, and then you send in a proposal and they'll determine whether or not you fit well with that particular brand opportunity, and then they'll approve you, and you can kind of go back and forth and negotiate the price. So I really like that you're able to negotiate your own price and you're able to choose a sponsorship sponsorships that you want to work with. I personally worked with Hairfinity, and I've worked with a ton of different brands over on Grapevine. So I mean, if you are looking to find sponsorships that fit really well with your channel, go ahead and sign up for grapevinelogic.com. I will leave the link down below, but keep in mind that you do have to be actively uploading on YouTube in order for them to approve you, and you have to actually fit their requirements. So if you are actively uploading, you have a pretty decent subscriber count, not anything crazy. I mean, you don't have to have 50K or anything, but you do have to be actively uploading, and they have to kind of prove you in that sense. And I also wanted to mention quickly about the match feature that I said I've been really loving. Pretty much, you guys know here on YouTube, it's really hard to, you know, make YouTube friends. And I find it even hard to make YouTube friends, and I find it really hard to collaborate with people, which may be shocking to you guys because my channel is almost at 250,000 subscribers. So I still have problem collaborating with people, but like I said, Grapevine just launched this match tab on their site where you can actually send out proposals to collaborate with other YouTubers. So you press the match tab, it'll tell you to fill in a message, and you can say, hey, I want to collaborate with other YouTubers. And then it tells you to describe your channel in 3 categories, and then you can kind of get matched up with 5 people a day. If you are feeling a specific creator, what's really cool is that they give you the option to thumbs them up or pass them. I really like the fact that not only do they give you creators who have less subscribers than you, but they also match you with creators who have more subscribers than you. So in the event that you thumbs up somebody who also thumbs you up, Grapevine actually comes in the middle, and they send an introduction email so that way you guys can collaborate with one another. And I am obsessed with that. I really love that because, like I said, it's really hard to gain collaborations myself, so I have been loving it. If you guys do want to check it out, I will link it right down below in the description box. Like I said, it's super easy to navigate the website, and the team standing behind that website, they are simply amazing. The next frequently asked question is related to music, and I'm pretty much going to break it down for you guys, how you cannot get marked for copyright, things like that, things of that nature. So when you guys see a makeup tutorial of mine and you see something like this in the intro, and you guys really love that beat, pretty much what I do is I go on Google, I type in R&B beats, or I go in SoundCloud and I type in R&B beats. I will download that beat and I will just insert it into my video. That is something that I really like to do for makeup tutorials. Now when I do other videos where I have like a song playing in the background, I will pretty much just do 30 seconds or less of that song, and that is only because it's very easy to get marked for copyright on YouTube. And in fact, sometimes I do and I have to take the video down and have to re-upload it before I set it to live so that way you guys can watch it. So you have to be very careful not to use 30 or more seconds. So use 30 seconds or less and you will not get marked for copyright. I also really like to use covers. I will list some of my favorite covers in the description box down below so that way you guys can check those artists out. And pretty much you just want to get permission from the artist. So like let's say I use Charity Vance's music, I pretty much am on her blacklist so that way I don't get marked for copyright. If you guys were to use one of her songs that I'm sure you would get marked for copyright, you do have to be on her blacklist and you have to have permission from her to use her music, if that makes any sense at all. So you always want to have permission from the artist, but if you're using like a really popular song, let's say Nick Jonas Jealous, like the actual song, be sure to use 30 seconds or less of that song so that way you don't get hit with copyright on YouTube, because when you get hit with copyright you can't monetize the video, and when you monetize a video that's how you're paid for the ads that play on your video. So I hope I'm making complete sense to you guys and I'm not speaking like a whole different language. So just make sure you are following those like rules in the sense so that way nothing happens or anything like that. I often get asked what editing software I use, so I just wanted to touch base on my equipment in this video. I personally use Final Cut Pro and it's probably one of the best investments I've ever made. Before I was using the pirated version. I would never suggest getting the pirated version because it crashes all the time, slows down your computer, and it's just a hot mess. So if you are trying to invest in getting Final Cut Pro, I highly suggest you purchase it outright. Pay the $200 it's worth, because trust me, you're going to have the easiest time editing. You're going to have the most fun editing with Final Cut Pro because it allows you to do a lot more than iMovie does. But before you make that really big investment, make sure that you are really serious about YouTube videos, because $200 is no joke at all. You don't really want to spend that money if you're just going to fall off YouTube a few months later. So make sure it's something that you're really passionate about. Spend that extra money so that way you could be a little bit more creative when editing. For my camera setup, I just use a regular old tripod that I got from Walmart. It is the brand Targus. I'm like reading it on my tripod right now. I also use a Canon T5i with a Sigma 30mm lens. Currently I am using my Canon 50mm lens because I have to send my Sigma 30mm lens off to get fixed. So if you don't want to go like balls to the walls and spend the full $500 a Sigma lens is worth, invest in something like this, which is a Canon 50mm for $125. You do have to sit a little bit further from the camera, which is a downside because you aren't really sure if you're in focus or anything, but since I have the T5i, it is really easy for it to focus on me because the Canon T5i does have autofocus. I know I'm probably speaking a whole different language right now, but I will link everything down below so that way it makes a little bit more sense to you guys who are just starting out here on YouTube. I also want to point out that thumbnails are really important to becoming successful on YouTube because at the end of the day, the thumbnail is the first thing anyone sees before they actually even watch the video. It's really going to grab someone's attention and it's really going to draw them in. So right now I'm going to sit in front of my computer and I'm going to show you how I edit this thumbnail on PicMonkey.com. I do use PicMonkey.com. I have the Royal feature where it's like a membership. I believe it's like $5 or $6 a month. Totally worth it because I use PicMonkey almost every single day when I'm editing thumbnails for YouTube. So like I said, I'm going to take you over to my computer and show you how I pretty much edit a thumbnail. Alright, so you're going to first want to start off with an image. I went ahead and took this specific photo for the thumbnail of this video. And then I went under the frames tab and selected shape cutouts. And I used the circle cutout to cut out a circle of this image. And I just saved it to my desktop. After saving the image to my desktop, I reopened another photo, and this is just a photo of a camera that I got off of Google. Then I pressed the butterfly tab on the left-hand side. I selected your own, and then I reopened the picture that we saved to our desktop, and I made it fit the camera so that way it looked like my face was inside the lens, and I lowered the opacity just a little bit to my liking, and then I saved the photo to my desktop once again to kind of merge both photos together. After doing that, I reopened the photo that we just saved with both of the photos merged together, and I decided to add text to my photo. I wanted this particular thumbnail to say how to become a successful YouTuber, so I just typed how to be a, and then I went ahead and changed the font. I wanted more of a blocky font, so this is what I went with. And to create the effect of a drop shadow on PicMonkey, I just added text 2 times, and I made one text white and then I made the other text black, making sure both fonts were the same exact size. And then I laid the white text on top of the black text and pulled it over just the slightest bit so that way it looked more like a drop shadow effect. Once I did that, I went back into the butterfly tool and then I clicked on geometric, and I took the rectangle feature and then I put the color what I wanted. I decided to go with like a pinkish red to kind of offset my shirt color in the video, and then I sent this layer to the back and then I just stretched it to go across the lettering of the words. So I did this to the second part of this text, and I just put successful YouTuber underneath with a different color overlay. And then to add a little bit something more, I clicked on the butterfly tool and then I clicked on your own. I added a Final Cut Pro image and I placed it directly over top of that text. Then I clicked the wand with the stars. I scrolled all the way down to the draw tool. I put the hardness completely down and changed the brush size just a little bit, changed the color, and then I just drew behind the Final Cut Pro image, and that's pretty much how I edit a thumbnail. Now that you guys know how to put together a really nice kind of eye-catching thumbnail, I want to talk to you guys about making really nice catchy intros, because after they see that thumbnail, the first 15 to 30 seconds of any video is really going to draw a person in. So you really want to make it fun, exciting, and just upbeat. So right now I'm probably going to be able to show you better than I can tell you. So let's say you can make an intro like this.
This is how we do, yeah. Chillin' laid back, straight starting, yeah, we do it like that. This is how we do, do. This is how we do. This is how we do, yeah. Chillin' laid back, straight starting, yeah, we do it like that. This is how we do, do. This is how we do.
You can also really make an intro like this. guarantee you that you will see an increase in subscribers once you start making your intros a little bit more creative, because that 15 to 30 seconds is really going to determine whether or not someone subscribes to you or just leaves. So don't make it boring, make it a little bit more interesting for them to watch, and you'll be good. I constantly come across a lot of YouTubers that have so much potential, their video quality is so on, their content is just amazing, but consistency kicks them in the ass. And I say that because consistency is huge to becoming a successful YouTuber. You want to either upload 2, maybe even 3 times a week. Now, 2 videos can be enough for someone and 3 videos can just be just right for another person. But you always want to make sure you are consistent with uploading content, because the reality of it, the more content you have, the more easier it is for someone to find you and subscribe to your channel. But consistency all comes back to planning. Like, planning is huge on YouTube. You have to be a planner, you have to plan out your videos, you have to write things down. So what I really like to do is I like to use 2 different things to kind of plan out my videos and write things down, so that way I am on track for uploading videos for you guys. One thing I really like to keep on hand always is a notebook. I'm just using this notebook right now. I did get this at, I want to say TJ Maxx or I believe it was Marshall's. So it's pretty much this big book right here. It says create, and it's very nice in the front. So I carry around this with me in my purse. I do have a pretty big purse if you guys are wondering, and it's just a blank notebook right here. So I wrote down everything I needed to talk about in this video, all the key points that I wanted to touch on in this video, and that keeps you organized when you're filming, so that way you're not messing up a ton and you are on track and you don't forget anything. So you really want to write all of your ideas down in a notebook and kind of bullet point them, so that way you are on track when you are filming. Another thing I really like to use is a planner. I do personally have an Erin Condren planner, and I blame Belinda for this, so if you're watching, girl, this is all your fault. And I like to write all my things down in my planner. This is pretty much what my spread looks like for next week. As you can see, I did decorate it just a little bit too much, but I really liked it. It's very visual. I'm more of a visual person, so like right here I had to send Style Haul some stuff in an email, so I put like their name up here, and I put like some makeup items. I also have this Grapevine video, because tomorrow I will be uploading this video on how to become a successful YouTuber. I will be uploading on Thursday ABH lip swatches for the new Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipsticks, and then on Sunday I will be uploading another video, and then I just like put off here, and anything else, like if I have like meetings or anything like that, I will list them like right in here. So you always want to use a planner. It's really going to keep you on track for the week, and like honestly, it makes things a lot easier. The last piece of advice I can give you is to just be yourself, get comfortable in front of the camera, get used to talking to a camera, because that's probably what you're going to be doing most of the time. In fact, that's what I'm doing most of the time, is I'm talking to a camera. It did take me quite a while to get into my comfort zone of just being myself in front of a camera, and you know, you just have to stay true to you, be you, because the best person is you at the end of the day. And a lot of people will see how genuine and true you are in front of camera, as opposed to, like, you know, when they meet you in person. You always want to be the same person in video and the same person in reality when people actually are given the opportunity to meet you. So that is a huge thing that will bring you tons more success and a lot more happiness. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Hopefully some of these tips did help you. If you do have any additional questions, leave them in the comments down below. I will be happy to answer your guys' questions within the hour of I post this video. So if you have any questions, leave them down below. I will try to answer them a little bit more in depth if I didn't really, you know, answer your specific question in this video. Also, be sure to check out my last video. I did post a huge 200,000 subscriber giveaway here on my channel. I am giving away a Canon T5i camera, also Dre Beats, iPad Mini 3, and a ton of NYX makeup. So go there, check it out, enter. There will be 3 winners. That giveaway does end on March the 30th, so you still have loads more time to enter. And until next time, I'll be sure to see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.